Roblox has long been considered one of the biggest games in the entire world, and it's now coming to VR on Quest headsets. Meta just confirmed that it's actually coming soon, and there will even be an open beta on App Lab in the coming weeks. If it's possible you don't know what Roblox is, this is a huge social game that is extremely popular with a very young audience. Some sites saying about 45% of the audience is under 13, although if you go into any Roblox lobby, you might think it's a higher percentage than that. This is a big move for a couple of reasons. One, Roblox is absolutely huge and could bring in a lot more non-VR players. Two, Meta has for a long time held that its headset is only available for people 13 years of age and older, and Roblox, as we've seen, is nearly half under that age. Meta did recently announce, as we reported, that they are going to lower that age to 10, but will there be any way to actually control the age of people coming into Roblox if they're well under the age of 10? Although the Quest headset has sold around 20 million, Meta confirmed, Roblox players total about 66 million per day. So this could be a big move for the VR industry, although it could push it to an even younger audience. What do you think about that? I'd love to hear in the comments. Assassin's Creed is another huge game franchise, and we're finally getting more details about Assassin's Creed Nexus, the VR game that is upcoming this year. Recently, they actually launched a trailer about this, but this was a CG trailer that was not necessarily direct gameplay. This was a very cinematic trailer and looked cool, but left a lot of people kind of sad and disappointed that we didn't see what the game was actually going to look like yet. We still don't have any gameplay footage, but now they have actually released some screenshots to give us a better view of what in-game is going to look like. Assassin's Creed is supposed to be coming to all Quest headsets, although these screenshots look so good, it does make me wonder if these are being captured on a Quest Pro or even on PC, but the game looks really good, really promising, and really puts you in the Assassin's Creed universe. Along with that, we found out some details that there is going to be 3 playable protagonists that you will play between, and most likely we'll probably hear more details about this at the Meta event on September 27, as this is supposed to release later this year. Wanderer was probably my favorite VR game of 2022, and we found out now we're going to get a remake of it already to help utilize the new power of VR headsets, including the PSVR 2 and also supposedly the Quest 2. Wanderer was a time travel action adventure game that had amazing graphics, a detailed storyline, but did leave some people wanting more. In this remake, you can see a new trailer here that shows different details, great looking graphics, reflections in almost every scene, it looks like, so that you can see what character you're actually playing as you're moving through time. And in a blog that was since deleted, they actually talked about how now you're gonna be able to swim, jump, crouch, climb, zip line, and especially using the PSVR 2's haptic technology, this is going to use an unparalleled level of immersion, proximity, and context-sensitive haptics. Interestingly, this is coming in 2024, but we've only heard mention of the Quest 2 so far. Obviously, I'm expecting this is coming to Quest 3 to utilize the extra power for those good graphics. People are already speculating that this may be the best looking Quest 2 game we've ever seen. If you played original Wanderer, do you think it's worth going back and playing it again, or did you miss out because it was not available on Quest 2? Knock made quite the splash when it launched on Quest 2 a while back because it really felt like a Rocket League for VR, although instead of cars, you're using a bow and arrow to jump around, shoot a ball towards your enemy's goal, and try to win the game. Now, Knock has actually finally reached Steam VR after all this time, being available on the Quest, the Pico, and even the PlayStation VR 2. Not only is this launching on PC, but they've also added a new social space for people to hang out and meet other players. This includes mini games throughout the park, and this is something that we're seeing more and more with these kind of competitive games to give people a little break from the intense competition. There are social lobbies being added with other games to play and adding new layers to these games. If you haven't gotten in to check out the Airside Park, it is available now. Check it out if you already have Knock, although if you haven't gotten it yet, it is still $9.99 on the Quest. I Expect You to Die has its 3rd installment slated to release this fall. This is a very popular spy puzzle-based game, similar to an escape room, but putting you in different death-defying experiences, hence the name I Expect You to Die. The 3rd one is coming, and we now have an intro sequence coming out for you to check out on YouTube if you're interested. The intro sequences to I Expect You to Die are pretty well known because they are really gorgeous, they feature great music, and kind of feel like the opening to a Bond movie. Although, of course, we probably can't feature this music here because most likely it is copyrighted. This has me even more pumped for I Expect You to Die 3, and I'm imagining that this is going to look so much better in VR when you get into it. If you haven't tried any of the I Expect You to Die series, they are great games. The first one's considered a VR classic already. I would highly recommend checking them out. If you haven't been following Genotype, this may be a game to add to your radar. This sci-fi adventure game promises to have an escape the dungeon type adventure, but with a storyline where you're trying to figure out what happened to this research team in the facility reality that you're trying to get out of. Not only that, but you use your high-tech gloves to print different creatures that will then help you take out other creatures. Set in the Antarctic, this game hit its alpha milestone a few months ago, but it is slated to go into an open beta test on July 17th. If you want to check that out, you've got to join the studio's Discord server, which I will leave a link in the description to. But this has me more excited. As you know, I've been talking about how I wish we get more VR games with more storyline, more plot, and this looks like it's going to serve up a dose of all of that, hopefully. We got good games to look forward to, it seems like right now, which is always a good feeling in VR, since sometimes it kind of ebbs and flows between big releases and little releases. It's been a good year so far. I'm excited for what's coming, but what's got you excited out there? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you once again for being here, and I will see you in another reality.